Okay, so with your bigger dogs, you're basically going to be using the chest pump. Instead of using your elbows to do the motion like that, you're actually going to use your entire body. So you have to make sure that you're positioned high enough that you've got that force and that ability to actually move your whole body. You're going to put both of your arms, your hands on top of each other, and then extend your elbows, and then using that motion, you're going to push down on the chest. Make sure that you can get it from a third to a halfway down, and also make sure that you release it. Okay, there's no point in just doing that. You're never going to get blood back into the heart. Okay, you've got to release it. So that's the first thing. Secondly, make sure that their spine is towards your knees. Okay, if you flip the animal around and you start doing compressions away, you're eventually going to push the animal away from you. Okay, you should only be able to do compressions for 1 or 2 minutes before you get tired. That's how you know you're doing them properly. And it must be done at 100 compressions per minute. So basically, I'll do it in real time, and that's about this fast. And you've got to really use some force, so you will get tired. Again, like I say, only 1 or 2 minutes until you should swap out. Okay, so with a smaller animal, you don't necessarily have to put the animal on the floor because, for example, a cat or a puppy or even a dog maybe less than 5 kgs, you can do on a table. And instead of using both of your hands to push down, you just need to use your dominant hand. And what I do is I support the back with my non-dominant hand, and then you put your hands just behind the front legs. Okay, in the smaller dogs, like I say, you can literally use this motion, and cats, sorry. So you're going to put it just behind the points of the elbows, and then you're going to do your compression like this. Remember, you need to push it up to a halfway down and then release it. That's also important. So down and release, down and release. And then again, also 100 compressions per minute. So you can imagine that that would get a bit tiring. So in things like a Dachshund or say a Yorkie, you may even have to use your palm and fit that in, and then obviously with a very small puppy or a cat, you might cause a bit of damage. But again, if you break 1 rib, that's not the end of the world. It usually means that you're doing it properly. If you break more than 3 ribs, then that's the only time when you really have a problem. But 1 broken rib isn't really a big priority when your dog is unconscious and in need of CPR.